Good Friday afternoon, everybody. Meteorologist Greg Majeski back with you here on the Talking Live broadcast channel with your weekend update here on your August the 15th, 2025. Well, things aren't looking too bad across the area this afternoon. We are seeing some sunshine. We're starting to get some showers to bubble up this afternoon. We'll get a few rumbles of thunder as well. But the weekend really not looking too bad. I think it'll be mostly on the dry side. It's going to be steamy and hot, however, and those feel like temperatures are going to be approaching the century mark. And we also have our first named hurricane, or hurricane now, the Atlantic hurricane season. We'll give you the latest on Hurricane Aaron out in the Atlantic. Now, before we get going into this full report, if you're watching over here on Facebook, make sure you give the Talking Live channel here a nice little like and a follow here. And if you're watching over on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you're alerted on future weather updates like these. All right, let's go ahead and take a live look out there in Chattanooga. We're looking pretty good. We got some sunshine around. Got some clouds bubbling up here and there with some scattered showers. I'll have to show you there on the radar here in just a second. Looking up across North Georgia at Lake Chattooga, also looking pretty nice there. Good day to take a dip and cool off into the lake waters here as we're kind of getting into the last few weeks of summer here across our area. Now, looking at the radar, as we mentioned, we got a few showers here down to the south of Chattanooga. We got a few here toward the north as well. A couple here back over to the west, over to Winchester. So, again, you can see a spotty shower or two, rumble thunder here for this afternoon. And some of you might miss it, but scattered showers and thunderstorms as that weak little low kind of progresses out of Alabama. Now, the other part of the weather story is going to be the heat. We are seeing a lot more orange on this map than we've seen in previous days. As the heat advisories are coming up, those feel-like temperatures in these zones between 100 and 105 we'll be approaching the century mark, and we might see some heat advisories coming into more of Alabama and Tennessee as we go into this upcoming weekend. So you have been forewarned. Satellite imagery showing the scattered thunderstorms down here along the Gulf Coast. We're going to start firing up some stuff here across East Tennessee, North Georgia, and Alabama here for this afternoon as that little weak disturbance kind of rides off toward the east. And we also got a little backdoor front there, back over toward the Carolinas, also maybe a little bit of a squeeze play going on there. So you folks here across North Georgia especially might see a little rain coverage than what we originally were anticipating here for late this afternoon into tonight. Now let's go and give you the latest here on our hurricane. This is Hurricane Aaron. It was upgraded at 11 o'clock this morning. Projected to become a Category 4 hurricane by the time we get towards Sunday. So it's going to go under some rapid intensification. Right now, it's moving to the west-northwest at 18 miles per hour. By the time we get to Wednesday, it's forecast to be weakened back down to Category 3. And right now, it looks like it's going to do a little split here between Bermuda out here and the East Coast. So again, we're going to see some rough surf up and down the coastline there. So somebody who may be heading over to the coastal Carolinas for any reason, just know that it's going to be some very high waves and rip currents will be a problem. Here's the imagery here of our storm. It's still getting organized right now as it's starting to see some pretty good outflow here on all four quadrants as it continues to move off toward the west-northwest and some very warm water out ahead of it. And a closer look at that system showing what we call a central dense overcast. The CDO starting to form there around that center of circulation. And as it does so, that's going to allow it to go rapid intensification, especially as we go into tomorrow. So get ready for this thing going to become a big storm here over the next 24 to 48 hours. Now let's go look at our regional radar, our model data here, radar synapses here. You see the scattered storms here for Saturday. Again, they'll be very isolated. I think the higher rain chances are going to be over North Georgia. So 30 to 40% over there, a little more isolated East Tennessee. I think this model is just a little overdone, but I think North Georgia especially for tomorrow, it'll be pretty sporadic here at best here through the weekend. This is your high resolution model here going out until we go into your Sunday morning. All right, so let's look at your forecast maps here. Let's go ahead and take you through this. Watch that little timestamp there on the top as we kind of track you through this here through the weekend. As we go into your Saturday morning, we got high pressure kind of controlled there, not looking too bad there for Saturday. Sunday also looking pretty good. No rain chances on Sunday. In fact, I got nada there. It's just going to be hot. We're approaching the mid-90s as we go into Sunday and Monday. And then as we go into next week, we'll see the rain chances start to slowly come back going into Tuesday, Wednesday. By Thursday, I got us back up to about a 40%. There's that frontal boundary coming up. This is the frontal system that's catching our hurricane that's coming down there. You see it there kind of here on the edge of your screen. You see the what's part of that hurricane right there. This is the frontal system that's kind of catching it up. And with that front coming down and stalling across our area, our rain chances will go back up for Thursday and for Friday as it kind of sits across the area here going toward the end of next week. So temperatures will back off just a little bit. So the forecast here for Chattanooga, going for 93-72, mostly sunny skies, just a isolated chance of a shower or thunderstorm. Looking at your morning lows, again, North Georgia, you might see some evening showers around, especially low 70s, upper 60s there in the mountains. Daytime highs for tomorrow, mostly in the 90s, except for the mountains over in the Carolinas and North Georgia. The rain chances over North Carolina and North Georgia will be running about 30-40%. Everybody else generally running about 20-30%. So a little bit better rain chances over toward the east. And that's how that's looking for right now. Regional forecast looking like this, 98. Boy, that's hot up in Nashville. You know they're going to have the heat advisories up for tomorrow for that. 96 in Memphis, 96 in Mobile, 94 in Columbus, 91 over in Savannah. Get everybody kind of a little bit on the steamy side, except for Asheville and Charlotte. They had that little backdoor cold front, back their temperatures off just a little bit there. Next 7 days looking like this, as it's just going to be hot. 94 on Sunday, 95 on Monday. And temperatures in the 70s. Then we see the rain chances start to sneak back up, and the temperatures start to go back down. By the time we get to Thursday and Friday, we're right around 90. Overnight lows, low 70s, as the rain chances pop back up to 40% going toward the end of next week. So get ready for what looks like to be a decent weekend. It will be a little hot, a little steamy out there as we're back to our typical summertime pattern after kind of being atypical there for like the first 10, 12 days of August. But things getting back to normal here. And it looks like we're in store for a pretty good weekend. Hopefully you're able to get out and enjoy it with your families. All right, I appreciate you guys checking us out here on the Talking Live broadcast channel. And make sure if you're watching over on Facebook, you give us a like and a follow here. And a subscribe over on YouTube if you're checking the broadcast out over there. All right, that's y'all's weekend update. We'll see you guys early next week. Y'all be good, stay safe, and we'll see you next time. You guys have a great weekend. Bye-bye.